Again, reminders. I can't be repetitive enough. Sodium chloride, NaCl, is a salt, is not the same as normal saline or normal saline solution. Okay? That is a salt solution. A normal saline will always be equivalent to 0.9% sodium chloride. Okay? A normal saline will always be equivalent to 0.9% sodium chloride. So be very careful on, especially when taking tests, board exams, final exam. Why? They're not going to tell you that a normal saline is 0.9% sodium chloride. They will assume, so I don't like assumptions, that you know. So if you don't know, that means you're going to think, there's a missing number. I cannot calculate this, right? There's no missing number. Because you have to know by heart that a normal saline is equivalent to 0.9% sodium chloride. Is that clear? So a half normal saline, how do you calculate that? Divide 0.9% by 2. A half normal saline will be 0.45% sodium chloride. And what's a quarter normal saline? A quarter strength. So 0.9% divided by 4 would be 0.225% sodium chloride. So if you like using ratio and proportion, this will translate to 0.9 grams of sodium chloride over 100 ml solution, correct? And this will translate to 0.40 of sodium chloride over 100 ml solution. And this one will translate to 0.225 grams of sodium chloride over 100 ml solution. Then use this for your ratio and proportion to know how much sodium chloride or solute is in whatever volume IV bag of normal saline. Are you following? Yes? Easy, right? Once you know. But for dextrose, it's straightforward. A 5% dextrose is 5%. A 10% dextrose is 10%. Okay? That's why this is a dangerous calculation, because it will only say NS. It will not tell you on the IV bag or on the test that a normal saline is equivalent to 0.9% sodium chloride. So you have to know it by heart. That clear? Okay. Again, the solute is the salt, which is just the sodium chloride. The total solution is called the normal saline or normal saline solution. NS or NSS. Is that clear? Okay. I think some of you heard me tell the story about back in the day, we didn't have this IV bags, or IV bags were just starting. We had to make IV bottles, and the solution, I mean, not the bottles itself. The bottles are there, but we have to measure the salt. That was my job during swing shift as a pharmacy technician in a hospital. We got to measure the correct amount of salt, put it in that bottle, add water. We seal that bottle and send it for autoclaving or sterilization. And then the next day it comes back in a cart. I fill that tray, and an orderly will come and pick it up and take it for autoclaving. Because IV bags were just starting at that time. So there's not a lot of IV bags, but I'm that old school pharmacist. I made IV bags from scratch, and I had to measure the salt and put water in it. Okay, so it's easier for me to picture this method, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. So if you watch old movies during the hospital, did you see those bottles that they hang upside down next to the patient? I made those. Okay, I made similar to those. Any questions? Yes, Aaron.
This is about what you said about the autoclaving. Do they sell the autoclaving? Oh, back then